The Science of Getting Rich Remixed, Chapter 12, Efficient Action. The world advances because some people more than fill their place. They don't just punch the clock, they overflow. And the world is dragged backwards by those who refuse to carry even their share, leaving undone what is theirs to do and becoming dead weight for the rest of us. Wattles is merciless here, and he's right. It's every man and woman. If every man and woman gave less than they could, society would collapse. The law of progress is the law of excess life. Evolution itself proves it. Species that rise because one organism develops beyond its current role. Civilizations advance because certain people overfill their station until a higher one must be created. And you are no exception. If you want to grow, you must outgrow your current position, not by despising it, but by more than filling it. Do your work so fully that it cannot contain you. Efficiency, not frenzy. But let's be clear, this doesn't mean frantic busyness. It doesn't mean staying up until 2 a.m., firing off meaningless emails, or piling on tasks to look impressive. Wattles says it plain. Success is not about the number of actions, but the efficiency of each one. One efficient act beats 100 inefficient ones. Scattershot effort is wasted energy. Concentrated excellence is creative fire. This is why reputation matters. Reputation is simply the echo of efficient action. In today's world, one online review can boost or bury you. One viral TikTok can spread your name to millions. Do your work well, consistently, faithfully, with purpose, and the world will notice. People gravitate towards those who advance them. They flee from those who drain them. Meaning comes from effort. Here's the hard truth. Meaning itself is born from effort. The person who refuses to contribute, who withholds the gift, who treats the world as the work as punishment rather than purpose. Such a person drags not just society, but their own soul. Life stagnates, joy evaporates. The life in the puddle instead of the rivers. This is why those who live only on handouts rarely radiate joy. Not because they lack money, but because they lack meaning. Contribution is joy. To wake up and know you will add something, even the smallest thing, to the human story is to live with purpose. To add nothing is to wither. So let's say it straight. Abundance flows not to the idle, but to those who move. Increase follows activity aligned with spirit. The presence principle. Efficient action is not glamorous, but it is deeply spiritual. Toph Not Han taught that if you are washing the dishes while dreaming of dessert, you are not really washing the dishes. You are stealing the life of the moment. But if you wash them as though they are the most important thing in the world, suddenly dishwashing becomes meditation, prayer, efficiency. This is what Wattles meant. Do each action with presence, and each act becomes perfect. Even those who wrestle with perfectionism sometimes reveal a hidden gift here. Their obsessive focus on detail when aligned with vision, creates masterpieces of excellence. What others call too much in one area become brilliance in another. Personal proof. This principle has carried me in business again and again. When we install networks in hotels, we take a full crew and we promise efficiency. Jobs that could drag on for weeks, we finish in one. Why? Because we work in the certain way. We use real-time spreadsheets so hotels staff can see exactly what's completed, what's in progress, and what's coming next. As soon as we finish the job, we hand them every piece of information about their new network, organized, complete, ready to use. We leave no mess, no confusion, nothing left hanging. No one else in our industry does that. Other companies drag projects out, keep the knowledge to themselves, or leave the client with half the work unfinished. We don't. We give more value than we are paid for. We leave things better than we found them. That's efficient action, and it's why clients fly us all over the world. And here's the beautiful part. Spirit rewards efficiency with expansion. Because we act in a certain way, faithful, present, excellent, we've been called into projects across the continents, ushered into luxury spaces, trusted with a kind of contracts that other companies only dream about. We didn't chase the world invited us in. Modern proof. You see the same law in business. Airbnb didn't just make money, it reshaped how millions travel. The founders didn't despise their cramped apartment or wait for conditions to improve. They filled their place to overflowing. Air mattresses on the floor for a design conference. That efficient act ignited a revolution in hospitality. Spanx didn't just sell fabric. Sarah Blakely reimagined an ordinary garment, turning it into confidence for millions. She didn't scatter her effort across dozens of projects. She fixed her will, filled her place, and overflowed. Her company became a billion-dollar brand because she advanced life. Or look at Jim Segal, co-founder of Costco. He built a retail empire by insisting on fairness, efficiency, and value. While other corporations squeeze employees, he pays them well above industry average, creating loyalty and excellence in return. While rivals hiked prices, he capped margins to keep goods affordable. Costco's reputation exploded not through flashy ads, but through efficient action, serving both customers and employees more than fairly. The ripple of his choices multiplied wealth for millions. Each of those stories proves Wattles' point. Riches come not from frantic motion, but from efficient action that multiplies life. Wisdom across traditions. Faith traditions echo the same law. Jesus said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a little, I will set you over much." The Quran reminds us, Allah loves those who excel. The Bhagavad Gita insists, you have the right to your work, but not to the fruits of it. Every path affirms it. Do your work fully, faithfully, with presence, and the increase follows. every act a success. Wattles lines deserve engraving on your soul. Every act a success. Not every week, not every season, every act. If you do each thing with presence, faith, and efficiency, your day can not help but be a success. String enough days together and your whole life becomes one continuous advance. So let's be clear, your riches, your joy, your meaning will never come from half-hearted gestures or waiting for perfect conditions. They come from doing what you can today in a certain way, efficiently, faithfully, with your whole self. Every act a success, every day in advance. This is a certain way of increase. What to do next? Fill your place fully. For 1 week, focus on doing every task, not more tasks, just one you already have, with excellence. Let each act feel like a success in itself. At week's end, ask, did my work overflow my role or just fill it? Notice if opportunities appear. Test your ripple. Before ending any interaction with a client, cashier, friend, or stranger, add one small advance. A smile, a compliment, a useful suggestion. Ask yourself, did I leave this person richer in spirit than I found them? Borrow charisma. Try this question when meeting someone new. Ask, what's one problem, if solved, would most enhance your life right now? Then listen like their answer is treasure. That single practice can build instant rapport, reputation, and value. Spark query. Why is it that every time I give more life and value to others, my life expands with joy, reputation, and abundance? So hopefully you found some value in chapter 12 about efficient action, and keep checking back for more Science of Getting Rich. Thanks, and have a good day.